Singleness is one of the most misunderstood seasons of life, especially when it extends beyond what we expected. If you're advanced in age, still single, and feeling anxious, frustrated, or discouraged, this message is for you. Maybe you've prayed, waited, and done everything right, yet marriage hasn't happened. The questions keep coming. Why is God delaying my prayers? Am I doing something wrong? Have I missed my chance? Let's pause and reflect on a powerful scripture. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." This means your current season is not a mistake. God has not forgotten you. His plans are still in motion, and this season has a purpose. Even Jesus, during his time on earth, embraced singleness, focusing on his mission rather than societal expectations. So today, let's shift our perspective. This isn't just a season of waiting, it's a season of becoming. Welcome to Daily Uplift Network, where we share faith-based encouragement to help you navigate life with hope and purpose. If you're single, advanced in age, and trusting God for marriage, this message is for you. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected. If this message resonates with you, comment below. We'd love to hear from you and pray with you. Now, let's get into today's message. Waiting with purpose. Encouragement for singles trusting God for marriage. The longer you wait, the heavier the burden feels. It's even harder when you watch friends, siblings, or even younger people getting married while you remain single. People constantly ask about your relationship status, making you feel inadequate. You see fewer eligible partners and start wondering if all the good ones are taken. Or you experience loneliness, especially on holidays, weddings, or social events. It's natural to feel weary. Even great men and women of faith struggled with waiting. Abraham and Sarah waited decades for a child. Hannah wept and prayed year after year before God answered her prayers. Ruth lost her husband and lived years in uncertainty before Boaz came into her life. Yet, God showed up for them at the appointed time. Habakkuk 2-3 reminds us, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come." God's delays are not his denials. If marriage is in his plan for you, it will happen at the right time. Many singles battle anxiety, wondering if they will ever get married. Thoughts like these can creep in. I'm running out of time. What if I never find someone? Maybe I should settle before it's too late. If these thoughts have crossed your mind, here's the truth. Anxiety doesn't change God's timing. Jesus said in Matthew 6:27, "Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life?" Worry does not speed up God's plan. Instead, it steals your peace. Fear is a lie from the enemy. The enemy wants you to doubt God's faithfulness. But God is not limited by human timeline. 2 Timothy 1-7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind." Refuse to let fear drive you into making desperate decisions. A rushed relationship is worse than waiting for the right one. Restlessness steals your joy. Have you ever felt like you're just existing instead of living, waiting for marriage to bring happiness? Jesus said in John 10:10, "I have come that they may have life, and have it more abundantly." Abundant life isn't waiting for a spouse, it's embracing the fullness of what God has for you now. Instead of focusing on what you don't have yet, focus on what God is doing in you and through you right now. Deepen your relationship with God. Your most important relationship is not with your future spouse, it's with Jesus. Strengthen your prayer life, meditate on God's promises, learn to hear his voice. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." When you delight in God, he shapes your desires to align with his will. Focus on your purpose, not just a partner. Marriage is not your ultimate purpose, your calling in God is. Ask yourself, what mission has God given me? How can I serve others in this season? What gifts am I developing now? Even Ruth was working in the fields before she met Boaz. Stay busy with purpose. Surround yourself with a strong community. The enemy isolates people in their pain. Don't let loneliness trap you. Find godly friendships, mentors, and support groups. Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Your waiting season should not be a season of isolation. Stay connected. Many singles struggle with feeling too old to get married. But God's plan is not bound by human limitations. Isaiah 60:22 says, "At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen." If Sarah could have a child at 90, if Elizabeth could conceive John the Baptist in old age, your story is not over. If you're feeling discouraged, hear this. Your life is not on pause. God is still working, even in the unseen. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose." Trust that God is orchestrating your love story in a way better than you could imagine. So keep trusting his plan, focusing on purpose, growing in faith, because at the right time, everything will fall into place. If this message blessed you, like, share, and subscribe to Daily Uplift Network for more faith-based encouragement. We'd love to hear from you. Comment below. What's been your biggest lesson in this waiting season? And remember, your story is far from over. Keep trusting.